Hey everybody, it's Bobby.
My name is Jesse the Body Ventura, former governor of Minnesota.
And this is Bobby and Jesse are terrible people. Uh, Man, I gotta tell you, I've been a little down in the dumps the past couple days.
Why is that?
Well, Pete Holmes, one of my favorite comedians, he had a show on right after Conan O'Brien's show. You know, like late night TV,
Okay.
called the Pete Holmes Show, and it's been canceled. Like, there's like almost no reason for me to watch TV anymore. Pete Holmes is gone.
I don't know who Pete Holmes is. What's he known for?
He's this real tall, goofy dude, and I don't know, he's just real funny. I sent you a link to his podcast, which I've been listening to lately ever since the show got canceled. It's the one with Bill Burr.
Oh, yeah. I haven't listened to it yet, but...
Yeah, because I know you like Bill Burr.
Uh-huh.
So, your guy and my guy together doing an interview. But yeah, I mean, he's gone off of TV now.
Well, I mean, how come? Just bad ratings?
I guess so. I haven't really read into it much. I've just been...
Well, it's hard to compete right now because he's probably on the same time slot as Craig Ferguson, and Craig Ferguson's done in December. Like, he's not doing improv comedy anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, a little bit.
It all first started when he wanted to do a Doctor Who themed show, and he wanted to do it before Doctor Who was like this big. Like, everybody watches Doctor Who now, like even like people that aren't dorks.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I've tried watching Doctor Who. It's not really my thing. Like, I know all the references and stuff because
yeah,
it's part of being a nerd. But
you can't escape it.
But it's not for me.
Yeah, he was gonna do a Doctor Who themed episode, everything Doctor Who, and the network. He had been hyping it and planning it, and he even bought the fucking robot from Doctor Who. Like, he had the robot like in the studio and stuff. And the studio was like, no, they want us to pay them so much to do it, so we decided not to. And he got so fucking mad about that, and you know, none of his shit's written. And he was talking about quitting the show like during interviews. They were just like so nice. Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
Smoke rings, people. You couldn't see it, but that's what he was doing.
Yeah. I could do this one too. Hold on.
What's this one? Oh, Frenchie. Yeah, there you go. That's hot.
Yeah.
I like that.
I learned how to do those in hookah bars to impress girls.
What's press girls?
To impress girls.
Oh, to impress
Yeah.
girls. Did it work?
No, it just furthered my my habit and me getting cancer eventually.
Didn't impress anybody, huh?
No, dude.
Wow.
I impressed you with the smoke rings.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's enough.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Okay, so what were we talking about?
Craig Ferguson, it was just really funny to watch him, like, pissed off hating his job on the air back then.
Oh, yeah?
And he's kind of been, like, not wanting to renew his contract ever since. And he wasn't going to, and they were like, come on, man, 2 years, come on. And then he was like, no. And then they were like, come on, 1 year. So he did 1 more year, but
Okay.
he's done now. And that's probably why this guy's not getting ratings, because Craig Ferguson thing is, like, limited time, and he's just letting it all hang out, you know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too, I don't think Conan's getting the ratings he was expected to be pulling, and I think George Lopez had better ratings than he did.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. There's just a lot of Mexicans,
What do you mean?
like, watching George Lopez.
Oh, well,
I mean, the theme song to his show is Lowrider. He walks out onto a dance floor. There's fucking disco balls and shit. It's like the most Mexican thing I've ever seen.
I liked the George Lopez show. I'm a George Lopez fan.
I am too, but I'm just saying that's why his ratings are, you know, higher than Conan O'Brien's, is because there are just like what else are Mexicans gonna watch on late night TV? They've got that one option.
Like, do you remember a couple years ago though when he was supposed to take over for Jay Leno, and then Jay Leno came back, and there was that whole thing about, you know, getting
Conan.
Yeah. About getting Conan O'Brien on, you know, somewhere, a job somewhere, because everybody wanted to see him. it was this big thing, you know.
I remember, yeah. That
Team
was huge.
Coco.
Mm-hmm.
And like, where's all that gone?
He's boring now. Is the it was a bandwagon thing, you know,
Yeah,
and
I guess so.
everybody can sympathize with like a story like that, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so, I don't know, now that he's back, and then plus, like, you know, you gotta imagine the momentum he lost. He wasn't allowed to be seen on television anywhere for, like, a year and a half.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they have to, like, expire your shelf life once you break a contract. They have to make you, and, you know, that's why he's probably lost a lot of his momentum, because it's all done that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, the new Spider-Man movies, they totally suck.
I don't know, dude. I kind of liked the newer one.
Really?
Like, there's
But I mean,
one...
they just got done with it like 5 years ago, and there's already another franchise.
Yeah.
And like literally the whole reason for that is so that the franchise is watered down by the time somebody else is allowed to make a Spider-Man movie, because they're losing the license in like 2 years.
Well, I thought a part of that was to do with the whole Avengers thing. You know, like the Avengers was a big...
Yeah, well, that's it too, because Marvel wants the rights back. And by the time they're allowed to put Spider-Man in an Avengers movie, people are going to be sick of Spider-Man. That's what they're doing. Like,
Okay.
the studio, I don't know the studio now that has it, but they just want all, you know...
Wasn't it Sony?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But they want all of that money for themselves, all of that profit.
Mm. I thought they revamped it so that it would fit in more with that universe, but I didn't know that they were doing it so people would get sick of it.
Yeah, it's a feud going on right now because they won't let Marvel use... Dude, do you know how pissed off people are Spider-Man's not in the Avengers? Like, he is the Avenger, you know?
He's one of them, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's the only, like if the Avengers were superheroes, or I mean, if the Avengers were wrestlers, Spider-Man draws the most. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
He's your biggest draw.
I'm not real big into comic books, so I'm just gonna have to take your word for it on that. But
Well, I mean, who else is in the Avengers that matters? Nobody.
Thor, the Hulk.
Yeah, okay, can you name one villain or give me 3 villains of Hulk or Thor, and you can even mix them up, and I bet you can't. Because they suck.
I can't because I'm not into comic books. I can't really...
Well, they suck, too. That's the other thing. Like, there's no Thor movie because Thor sucks. There's no,
There's 2 Thor movies.
What, are they newer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the...
And they're real good, too.
They were good?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah, dude. I know you're not much of a Natalie Portman fan, as evidence from our last episode.
I like Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman's in it.
I'm just sick of the whole rap thing.
Oh, yeah.
The whole, like, oh, I'm rapping. It's out of context for the person that I am to rap, you know, like, or it's out of my character to rap, so I'm gonna do it.
But yeah, she's in the Thor movies, and like the first one was excellent, dude. I thought the first one was real good. The second one was okay, but it's still like pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That ain't no Batman, I'll put it that way. Like,
They're definitely not Batman.
like, it's just, superheroes suck, like, honestly. Like, I'm not a big comic book guy, but superheroes are just, there's like 4 great ones, and the rest of them are just silly, gimmicky hacks. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything has a spin-off superhero, you know what I mean? It's like Ramen Noodle Man and fucking stupid shit. Like, they're far too many. And that's
Now,
why they suck.
is Ramen Noodle Man, is he Marvel or is he DC?
I think he's DC.
Okay,
Yeah, he was in Batman 4. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on.
But it's just,
But Batman's great.
yeah, Batman's fantastic. And everybody in the world can name every Batman villain.
Yeah.
Like, all of them. And, like, nobody can name more than 2 or 3 Superman villains. Like, just from my experience, anyway. Nobody I've ever talked to, unless they're, like, obsessed with comic books, they can't name shit.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, who's Spider-Man's arch nemesis? Like, his number one guy he's always fighting.
Green Goblin, Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Who's his main one? Venom, I guess, is one of them.
I would say Doc Ock is his main one.
Yeah.
But, like, he's the one who keeps coming back. But, I mean, you know, Most people don't know that.
Is he the Killer Croc or whatever? Is that one of Spider-Man's villains? Too?
That's Batman.
Is it? Okay.
That's Batman.
I don't know. Are you sure? Because I definitely remember a reptilian enemy of Spider-Man's.
There is, but he's not Killer Croc. Killer Croc is like a mutated ass motherfucker from sewers in the Batman. He was introduced in the animated series.
Oh, okay.
It's like a character. You know what also is really weird is in the animated series, like they invented Harley Quinn. Like there was no such thing as Harley Quinn, and they were like, "Yeah, Joker needs a sidekick," so that's what they came up with.
It's a great character, I think.
Yeah, and it's like she's hands down one of the most popular.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you go to those conventions or whatever, and like there's always like you can pick out 30 people who are just like Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Just yeah,
guys and girls.
Yeah, totally. Because she's cool.
Yeah, she's real cool.
I also like her name a lot because Harley Quinn are those trashy, cheesy romance novels,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it's very cool that they made her name Harley Quinn.
But it's also it harkens back to her character, which is like a jester, and it goes back to the whole commedia dell'arte, in the I guess it's the Renaissance period.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. There's the Harley Quinn character.
Yeah,
and that's her.
So Harley Quinn doesn't pertain to romance novels.
I've never heard of that.
Because I've seen, I'm pretty sure there's a Harley Quinn section in, a bookstore. And that's all of your, cheesy ass, dude with no shirt on the cover kind of books.
I've never heard those referred to as Harley Quinn novels.
What have you heard them referred to as?
Just romance novels.
Huh.
With, Fabio on the front on a horse or some shit.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I've just never heard of them
I think that
referred to as Harley Quinn novels.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure, in Borders, I've seen sections called Harley Quinn. I wasn't sitting there reading it, so they could have been about anything, I suppose, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. That's a lot on superheroes. Jesus Christ. 12 minutes?
Oh, we didn't start the show off with superheroes. We could still talk about superheroes. I think if we have momentum with anything, we should just run with it.
Yeah.
I was gonna even talk about the new Batman game coming out and how sweet that looks.
Oh, that does look sweet.
You get to drive the Batmobile, dude.
About time, too.
Dude,
it's about time.
You know how excited I am about driving the Batmobile? I have to buy a next-gen system just so I could play that.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you.
And the new Metal Gear.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
And the new Witcher.
See, I don't know about Witcher, but the new Metal Gear looks...
It looks phenomenal.
That guy is just... He is a fucking genius.
You're referring to Kojima?
Yeah, that guy is just it's unreal. How fucking smart that guy is.
Yeah.
With everything, dude. He won't touch it unless it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And if he starts making a Metal Gear game and it's not turning out how he expected or the studio's not giving him enough creative freedom, he just signs it off. He's like, I'm not doing it then.
Yeah.
And he's just so badass, dude, with his stamps of approval on things. And before anybody knew anything about the new Metal Gear, he was on Twitter, all the time. And he was leaving clues, a breadcrumb trail.
I remember that, yeah.
Because he wanted people to figure it out, but he wasn't going to just give it away for peanuts,
Yeah.
And he would he would tweet a picture and be all "Can you figure it out yet?"
Yeah.
And come on, that's genius marketing. People are just going crazy trying to figure out a fucking video game,
You hit the nail on the head, dude. That's great marketing.
It is, dude. It's so good, and it makes it fun.
Yeah. It's interactive. Let me ask you this, though. What do you think about David Hayter not coming back as the voice of Snake and it being replaced by Kiefer Sutherland?
I think that's fucked up, but I'm going to give it a chance. My brother's whole thing is my brother says, he goes, you know how when you're playing a Metal Gear game, you don't have to ask yourself, who's talking right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that voice. You know when he's talking and you... But Yeah, it's not going to be that way now. And like if you close your eyes while you're playing the new one, well, the first part of the new one they release,
Yeah.
it's you don't know when Snake's talking, so it's really really different.
I guess I never realized it because I didn't really like it. I didn't really like it, so I wasn't really paying attention too much. But
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't like it, and I liked it for what it was. Like people just had to get into their head what it was. Like he did not want to release that,
yeah,
and he was totally pressured into releasing it. And at the time, he was getting a lot of bad publicity because there's a character in it that's like nearly naked, and it's a female.
yeah.
And
And like her background story is that she was sexually abused or something.
Yeah, it's dealing with a lot of crazy shit. But I mean, it's like, did you people not play 4? Whenever every boss that you defeat, like they
Was a sexy female.
was a sexy, crazy female that was clearly sexually abused.
Yeah.
Because that's what they started talking about as soon as you brought them out of the trance or whatever. Like, it was... I don't know. I just feel like, what, have you people never played the fucking games?
Or even like how sexual Vamp is. Like it's not just the females either.
Yeah, it is, yeah. He's always pulling the knife up from...
He's always licking his knives and
Yeah.
doing shit with his tongue, and he's got no shirt on.
Yeah, totally.
And he's fucking ripped.
And he had that knife hanging, like, right
Yeah.
where his wiener is, and he would take it out real slow, and it was all symbolic,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
And he's got that sexy Russian accent.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Totally. So, I mean, they've all been like that.
Or even Metal Gear Solid 2 with Raiden naked in the tanker, not the tanker level, but the
at the
arsenal.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the, what was the other one in,
Fucking Metal Gear Solid 1.
with Meryl?
Yeah, Meryl. Like you could walk in on her while she's changing and see her in her panties and her nips are showing through the shirt.
Yeah, totally.
And and in the beginning of the game, when you knock out or when she knocks out that dude, he's like on all fours and like it's blurred out and he's knocked out. Yeah, who turns out is one of the characters in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, which is like the worst story arc you could ever do.
I don't know. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, you would. You really would.
I just think it's so sweet.
Yeah, you would, though.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you would think.
I think Meryl's a dumb idiot, but
Well,
I think
the other thing that Meryl did was really explicit in the first game was that, like, when Mantis was controlling her mind, like, she was, like, begging Snake, make love to me. And, like, she started saying that, like, over and over again. And
then right after that, Sniper Wolf was a very sexual character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what everyone was freaking about, but Kojima was getting negative feedback from that, and then he had pushed back the date, like, again. Like, for, like the 10th time, he pushed back the date, and everybody was just, he had a knife to his throat, and he released this first chunk of the new one, and it's just a shame that everyone's like, it sucked.
I mean...
Because if you put him if you sat him down in a chair, he would tell you, yeah, I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying it, like, it was... the worst game I've ever played. It's just not a complete game. I wish they would have just waited and put that in with the game that's coming out. It's like the tanker level in Metal Gear Solid 2, which you said.
Yeah.
I forget what we were talking about, but you mentioned that wasn't like that. You compared the two, and I thought that was a really really good comparison.
And then man, that was a ballsy move too, wasn't it? In Metal Gear 2 to kill the main character off after they make you play it for 20 minutes and then they kill him.
Yeah.
And you have to be this new fucking guy. And it's so confusing when you first do it because the new guy has the same name.
Yeah.
And that was so cool. See, that's our favorite. And that's the one everybody hates.
I don't know if it's my favorite.
See, that's my favorite one to play. I love part 2. I love that new character that they brought in.
I really love playing 3.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That's probably my favorite one to play. Because I mean,
the drama in that one is just so good.
Throwing snakes at people, that's hilarious. Poisoning people, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's really you can throw snakes at people?
Yeah, you've never done that before. Like if you trap a snake alive. Like you can throw that at your enemies.
What do they do?
They freak out. They're like, "Ooh!" They have the exclamation point above their head.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't know you could throw snakes at people.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cool shit you can do in 3, dude.
My favorite thing in 3 was the crocodile cap. Did you ever get that? It was such a pain in the ass to get. It was like a puzzle to get it.
How do you get it?
It was, you had to climb to this, like, really high, it was in the swamps with the alligators. So first you had to navigate and not get killed by an alligator. Then you had to climb to the top of this hill. Then you had to climb to the top of this tree. And you had to drop, and you had to like, carry yourself across like a tightrope. And then you were right above another tightrope. So you had to drop and grab the one on the bottom. It's so hard to do. But if you pulled it off, you got this fucking crocodile cap. And it's literally a hat that he puts on so that you're camouflaged in the water. And it looks like... But it's just this huge, full-size crocodile cap, like on a human body.
That's cool. I don't think I've ever gotten that.
Oh, dude. It's so neat. And it's useless, because by the time you get it, there's no more swamps in the game. Yeah. But it's so badass.
But you get it on your New Game Plus, though, don't you?
No.
No?
No.
That's ridiculous.
It is, but it's such a cool fucking... It's so cool. I sit there and I struggle like, God damn it! And I get it every single time I play the game, because I have to have it.
Did you ever get the camouflage that smelled like shit?
Yeah.
That was a fun one to play with.
Uh-huh. And it had the flies all around you and stuff. There was, Dude, that game is so hard. I just went through and tried to get all the camos in one playthrough. It's just so fucking hard. Like the boss at the end.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that vague term. I mean, like, literally her name is Boss. Yeah. But that is so difficult.
What, hitting her with the trank?
Yeah. It's so fucking difficult because she's got all that
CQC. Dude.
Uh-huh.
She's crazy.
It's brutal, dude.
And she's like running at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a hard fight.
Yeah, what a game though that is.
I thought that that boss fight was real hard.
See,
in the beginning.
Yeah, but if you like, I've gotten so good at fighting him that I know where he's at. I know how to run up on him.
Yeah, like I played that game so much that it's a walk in the park. Yeah, I don't even play that fight anymore when I play through it. Like I snipe him, like when he's on the dock, and I just don't put up with it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But
the other thing you can do that's funny is if you're in the middle of the sniper battle, this is a cool little Easter egg. You can turn your game, you save it, and you turn it off in the middle of the sniper battle.
Oh,
and you set it like a month or like a week or a month or something like that ahead. You set your date on your system.
Yeah.
And then when you open it back up, he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Because he dies of old age. Like, it's really neat.
There's some funny dialogue if you kill his bird too.
Yeah, he gets really upset.
Yeah. That game is so cool,
dude. It is. And then the bird is at the end when the bird's flying whenever you fight the sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you kill the bird's there, like in the river.
Yeah.
But if you don't kill the bird, it's not there.
You can catch his bird alive.
And eat it.
Yeah, and eat it. I just kept it as a pet because I thought it was cool.
Yeah. I just kept it as a pet.
There are a couple animals in that game that are really hard to find.
Yeah.
And like,
kind of have to.
Like, you got to keep them as a pet.
Yeah. There's during the boss battle, if you look, there's 3 logs on that map, and if you go to each log and look, there are 3 white snakes. One of them is solid, liquid, and solidus.
Yeah.
And
I've done that before too.
You can catch them, and then see, I was hoping they would still be there when you play on your next playthrough, but they're not.
Yeah.
But that was fucking neat, and they don't give you anything for catching them. Like I assumed you'd get something.
I think them being there is enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cool little Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
And Kojima's so good at doing that, too. Just putting, like, little tidbits in there.
Oh, dude.
That'll make you just fanboy the fuck out.
They're formula games is what they are. If you really think about it. I mean, every time it's 4 bosses, 1 big boss, and then 1 big boss after that you didn't think you were going to have to fight, but you totally do.
Yeah.
You know, like every time you play those games.
Give us examples.
What do you mean? Of the formula?
Yeah.
Well, the first time you play through it, there's 4 guys you fight.
Go through each game.
Go through each game.
Go through each game and give us examples.
Well, there's 4 in the first one. It's Revolver Ocelot. It is Psycho Mantis. It is Raven. And I guess Decoy Octopus, even though you don't fight him, technically.
Did you say Sniper Wolf?
No, I didn't. So there you go. Yeah. There's your 4th. So there's 4 in that one. And then after you do that, there's there's usually a vehicle boss you got to fight. And that one there's 2.
Yeah, the Hind.
And the tank.
And the tank, yeah.
And then after that, you fight the Metal Gear, which is the one you knew you were going to fight. But you didn't expect to fight Liquid out of the Metal Gear, which you do.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same thing in 2. There's 4 fucking bosses. And that's going to be Fat Man, Vamp. Oh, god damn it. Who are the other? Because there's Fortune, there's Vamp. Who are the boss battles?
Fortune
was a hard one.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, you don't even fight her.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. And
that's not really a fight. You just survive.
Yeah, you survive, but it's still I consider it a boss battle.
Yeah, but I mean it's the
Olga. You fight Olga.
That's one. Yeah. So yeah. Again, though, you've got 4 bosses, and then you've got your vehicle fight, which is the fucking the Harrier jet.
Yeah.
And then again the
Metal Gear Ray.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to fight Metal Gear Ray.
You got to fight a shit ton of Metal Gear Rays.
And then you fight Solidus when he comes out of it.
Yeah.
At the end, and then it's the same thing in 3. You've got the 4. Emotions of battle,
yeah.
And then you fight Vulcan, and then you fight the vehicle battle, and there's always a chase scene.
Oh yeah. You gotta have the chase, dude.
Always a chase scene. I mean, they're formula games. They really are. And then they even go so far in 2 as to say, yeah, the whole point of our terrorist operation was to recreate Shadow Moses. Like they even tell you straight up that they're going on a formula that worked. Yeah. And then in 4,
which I haven't finished yet, by the way.
You haven't finished 4.
I still haven't. I still got to get on that.
Maybe
later tonight when you get off work.
Yeah, hopefully, dude. That would be a pleasure.
Yeah.
Man, I've been talking about Metal Gear for so long.
Dude, it's working, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, this is really self-indulgent because I don't care if they're having fun.
Like I don't even have my laptop open because fuck the news today. That's how I felt coming into it. Like I just want to talk.
Yeah.
Because I feel like ever since we started doing these, we were like, it has to, we have to do it a certain way.
Right.
And it just hasn't been as fun as it was like when we did our practice ones.
Yeah, those were good. Those
they got out of control, but like they were fun,
I still might edit those. You know what I mean? Like I would like to take all of the old ones and the really funny stuff, like take it out and just have it.
Or we could just like listen to them again and then, talk about it as though we're talking about it for the first time again.
That's true. We could do that. I just think it'd be neat to, because dude, that one where we're all fucking wasted.
Yeah. Everybody's
drunk, and it's a train wreck, but it's got such hilarious moments in it, though.
Yeah.
Like Blake was out of control that night. That was so funny.
Is that the same night he kicked in your door and was like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, dude. He was amped.
Yeah, he was turned up.
He was, man. But, what was, he talked about TJ Oshie...
Yeah.
For like 40 fucking minutes straight. Like he could not get off of the topic.
It was during the Olympics, and he was so amped on TJ Oshie.
Yeah, dude, because TJ Oshie...
He was feeling so patriotic that night.
Dude, he was. That was so funny. And he kept saying, our boy did it. And you go, actually, I think he's from Minnesota.
Yeah, he was like our hometown boy, and I'm like, no, he's not from here.
Yeah, he's from Minnesota. That's so funny. Dude, he was so, yeah. Because that was pretty, like, cool what Oshie did that day, but Blake just beat it into the ground to where nobody cared. And I was glad when the Blues lost after that. You know what I mean? That was, or Team America, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I guess that wasn't the Blues in the Olympics.
What do you think it would have been like if the United States had won the gold medal?
Oh,
do you
man.
think
We'd probably still be recording that podcast. We'd like still be talking about it.
Blake Smith from episode... Which episode did we have?
6.
Episode 6. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the Blake we're referring to. Dude, I listened to episode 7, the one that we just released. Earlier today. It was before you called me.
Yeah.
And I was looking, like as I was listening, I was looking on the side where YouTube suggests videos based on what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
And Deliverance in its entirety, the movie Deliverance, is there.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones.
It was, like, why are they suggesting Deliverance?
I don't know. There was some other...
Do we sound like that? Are we that, like, inbred and hickish? Is that it?
I don't... Is there... I don't know. There must have been a link to what, like, Deliverance is tagged to and what we're tagged to. I don't know. I can't think of what it would be.
I don't know, but it's real funny. Did Spielberg do Deliverance?
I don't think so. There's no way he did Deliverance.
I don't know.
He does all those, like, Jewy feel-good movies. There's no fucking way he did Deliverance. Steven Spielberg, he doesn't have the balls to do a rape scene. I'll put it that way.
You don't think Steven Spielberg has the balls to do a rape scene?
Absolutely not. I think that he's got some... let's talk about rape scenes in movies, because I feel like that's a really, really controversial thing. That really... It pisses me off that people say, oh, I refuse to watch a rape scene in a movie. Oh, I walked out on The Hills Have Eyes on the rape scene. I walked out. Mm-hmm. Last House on the Left during the rape scene, I walked out.
Okay.
You know, that really irks me when people do that. Because, like, I'd like to say to them, like, well, how else are they going to get you to walk out of the theater? It's like, do you understand that?
What do you mean? Like, you think
like,
they do
it's
it on
a plot
purpose?
device. Rape is a plot device. Well, not in real life, of course. I mean, in real life, it's very serious. But in fiction, rape is a plot device. It's what you do to... In the moment that, like, someone's being raped in a movie, the rapist... Like, everyone is unanimous. We hate that guy.
Yeah.
Or girl, whatever. We hate them right now. Mm-hmm. That's how you build a villain in certain movies, you know?
Okay.
Because it's fucking nobody... Because, okay, do you ever watch, like a Jason movie? You root for Jason.
I'm not really big on horror movies.
I mean, you're not, but you know my point, right? Like, you root for Jason in the horror movie.
Okay.
Like, you don't want the teenager to kill Jason. You want Jason to kill the teenager.
Well, no, those teenagers are idiots.
Yeah, but, like, if Jason was raping these teenagers, you would not be rooting for Jason. And it would...
I guess
because
not.
it's an effective plot device. It's a clear, definitive, here's the villain.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
This is completely unredeemable with this. Like, because... I feel like villains, if they're well-motivated, like the Joker, for example, like, he was a very well-motivated, well-spoken, intriguing villain. But, you know, if that's not what you want, and you want people to hate your villain, then there's not much you can do other than, like, rape or, like, kill an animal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, animal death and rape, those are, like, the two things you can do in a movie that get the reaction you want.
What about killing a child?
Killing a child, that's I guess that's a good one. That's almost so taboo they never do it though.
Yeah.
I've only seen a handful of movies in my day where you actually watched a child die on screen. One of them is Maximum Overdrive.
What's Maximum Overdrive?
It's so bad, but it's great. AC/DC does the whole soundtrack. Every song is an AC/DC song. In the whole movie. Everything. And do you know the AC/DC song, Who Made Who?
No.
You don't know that one? They
How's
wrote
that
it.
Go?
It's like, who made who? Who made you? Ain't nobody tell you. That one?
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's a bad one, but they wrote that shit specifically for Maximum Overdrive.
Okay.
And Maximum Overdrive, this meteor passes the planet, and in this trail... The meteor, there's this fucked up chemical trail, and it, like, engulfs our planet when the meteor goes by. And all the machines, like, take life.
Oh.
Like, they all have minds of their own.
Okay.
So garbage disposals are clicking on and ripping people's hands off. And, you know, people are playing jukeboxes and getting electrocuted. And all the cars just start driving.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in which there's a Little League game going on. And all the lawnmowers are kicking on by themselves. And this fucking kid in his cute little baseball uniform is running for his fucking life. And he trips. And you watch the lawnmower run his ass over. Like, it's so unforgiving. Like, right over this kid. And, yeah, I clapped. Because I was like, yes! They never kill children in a movie. It's a totally effective plot device. And it's just sitting on the shelf, not getting used. You know.
What was that rated?
What was that rated?
Yeah.
It was,
did that get an NC-17 rating?
No, dude. Emilio Estevez is in that movie. Like, they thought that was going to be a hit.
You don't think Emilio Estevez is capable of being in an NC-17 movie?
I don't think that in the fucking mid '80s he would have taken that risk, like in his career.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel you there.
But hell yeah, though now you're damn right he would take that risk now. It's not doing anything. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like I didn't explain the rape thing good enough. But I stand by rape scenes in movies, and I appreciate them because they're well done for a like.
Have you ever seen a rape scene in a movie that wasn't well done?
It's kind of a hard thing to fuck up, really.
Yeah, I guess.
But, no, I haven't. Every time I've ever seen one, it's, well, I don't know. Like, Pulp Fiction has a rape scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't ever seen one that wasn't well done. Because I feel like when you bust that out, like...
Yeah, if you're gonna go, to the length of doing a rape scene, you got to do it well.
There's a great movie, and one day I'm gonna make you watch it because, like, just in the interest of film history, it's important to watch. And it's called "I Spit on Your Grave," and it's regarded as not only like the first but the best exploitation film of all time. Which, like, at the time, they would make a bunch of promises as to what this movie was going to be, and they would not deliver to make money. That was the point of an exploitation film. Mm-hmm. You know, like, often... Like, have you ever seen a movie where on the cover it looks badass, but what happens on the cover never happened in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's exploitation films. Or in the back it'll show a screenshot and it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's I Spit on Your Grave. They, like, started all that.
Like, back when I was renting movies from Family Video, like, before, like, I stole one of their games.
Yeah, they had a lot of those.
Yeah, there was tons of them, dude. They had such bad movies, like...
I used to go in there and...
I couldn't believe people were making them.
Oh, yeah. I would go in there and rent, like, 7 bad ones that I've never heard of, go home and watch them, and... I think it's good for you to watch bad movies.
I don't know, man. I don't enjoy them. Like...
It's more of a study. It's just like what not to do.
I guess.
It's like an Ultimate Warrior match. Just like, here's what you don't do. If you want to be taken seriously, don't do what this guy did.
Like, I remember one time, it was me, Tim, and our friend Dennis. We're no longer friends with Dennis, but he was a big H.P. Lovecraft fan, and there was a movie that was written. The book they wrote the book into a movie. It was called Beyond the Wall of Sleep or something. And I don't know. Like, H.P. Lovecraft is a really, like, he's a popular writer, and they did not do him any justice at all. It was the worst, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And I was like, how do you do that? Like, how can you do that? How can you take, like, something that you love and care about and just absolutely shit on it by making such a terrible movie?
I think getting paid helps. You know,
I'm not so sure that they got paid for that. Like, I feel like the budget
Yeah.
Probably wasn't covered by the DVD rentals because I'm pretty sure it was a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah.
Like it didn't get any theater time.
Which I don't know why they do that. That's like a waste of money, to put it straight to DVD and not promote it.
Well, there are some movies that go straight to DVD and they make a shit ton of money. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
I guess like Trauma.
Like what?
Like Trauma would probably qualify for that. Like the guys who did... Trauma gave Trey Parker and Matt Stone their start.
Okay.
With you've seen that, right? Cannibal the Musical?
I've not seen that one.
Oh, wow.
I've seen Orgasmo, and I
still have your Orgasmo. We still have to watch that.
Yeah, you haven't watched that yet.
But, yeah, Trauma is just this really, really bad film company. Like, they make terrible fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
The worst one I ever saw was Pot Zombies.
Pot Zombies?
They were pot zombies.
Okay.
You smoked weed and you became a zombie. That was the fucking plot.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah. But the opening of it, though, was fucking hilarious, because I don't know why they were rednecks, because I don't associate rednecks with pot use, but it was like 3 or 4 rednecks, like, smoking a big fat fucking joint was the opening scene. And the shit they were saying, they were just like, careful, it's got a bit of a creep to it. And it's just like the shit they were saying about... dude, it was good. They're goofy. Trauma movies.
Yeah. Broken Lizard has a couple movies that went straight to DVD that were pretty good.
Like what?
I can't think of the titles, but like I know that they have a couple of them.
Yeah, I guess Evil Dead at the time went straight to DVD or straight to VHS.
Oh yeah,
and that's regarded as like one of the greats, one of the greats in horror. But I Spit on Your Grave. I was going to talk about that. Not to go back to rape scenes, but
I'll go back if you feel like there's something there.
That whole movie is a rape scene.
The entire movie is a rape scene?
This girl gets raped 4 times, I want to say.
Jesus.
In a row.
Okay.
Like, literally, they abduct her, and they rape her, and they leave her there. And she gets up, like, bloody, and starts walking in the woods, trying to figure out where she's at. Mm-hmm. And they find her again and rape her. And then she makes it to her house, and they're there waiting for her, and they rape her again.
What's their motivation to rape this girl over and over again?
It's a terrible exploitation movie, so there is no motivation. But it's also it's regarded as a feminist film, because it's the first time in cinematic history that you had a female character that was killing off men. And I'm pretty sure it's the first fucking movie in which a female cuts, like, like cutting a guy's dick off is like a motif you see like every 3, 4, 5 years in a movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in the Hostel movies they did it and stuff like that. But in
the Hostel movie, I actually enjoyed.
I did
the
too.
first Hostel.
I enjoyed the second Hostel.
I don't really remember anything from the second Hostel, but I remember that was surprising to me because it was one of the only horror films that I actually watched and enjoyed.
Well, it was psychological.
Yeah.
It wasn't monsters and ghosts. It was, and I've heard a lot of people, it could just be urban legend, like, surrounding the movie, but I've heard that there are places like that.
Okay.
So...
I definitely felt like that's something that could happen in Eastern Europe.
Mm-hmm. It was, it was twisted. But it was just like, I Spit on Your Grave, it was so important for her to get raped 4 times in that movie. Like for the scripts. Because the whole purpose of it is that, like, when, like, you just can't feel any remorse for the villains once the good guy turns bad. Like, you can't have the bad guys turn good. They have to stay bad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was just really important to be done. So, like, when I saw that, I never had a problem with rape scenes. When I saw that movie, I was like, that was brilliant. Because not even I understand why, I know when they're trying to trick me, and not even I could, resist being tricked when I watched that movie, because I really hated these fucking guys and wanted them to die, So, like, me as a man, watching a man get his dick cut off and bleed to death, like, I had no remorse. I was like, good.
Okay.
I wish she had 2 dicks so she can cut off a second one.
Right.
That's how I fucking felt.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have felt that way unless I watched this poor girl get raped 4 consecutive fucking times. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so I mean, it's important. And I have to show you that movie sometime.
Okay.
Mac's dad from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Mac's crazy
Oh, yeah.
prison dad.
Yeah.
That's where he got his start, was in I Spit on Your Grave.
Okay.
He's like the biggest jack off of them all. And
yeah, he's real creepy, and It's Always Sunny.
yeah.
So.
Dude, he was actually, you see him in Sunny, he's got tattoos. I mean, this is before he had any tattoos. And I mean, he's a good-looking younger dude, man. It's just like, it's a shame that he did I Spit on Your Grave and raped someone 4 times so he couldn't get a career going. But
Yeah.
he had potential. Oh my God, we're already at 45 minutes. And
Almost 46.
Yeah, we haven't even, no current events.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There isn't really anything going on, really, I don't think.
Nothing as important as Metal Gear.
Nothing, yeah, definitely.
And Batman.
Yeah, Metal Gear and Batman are pretty important. You and I watched E3 together.
Yeah.
And, I wanted you to watch it because I had watched the Xbox presentation, and I thought it was really good. And, I hadn't seen the PlayStation one yet, and everybody was saying that, PlayStation, it just wasn't very good, and Xbox blew it completely out of the water. And then you and I watched the Xbox one first, and then we watched the PlayStation one together, and you and I both agree, PlayStation
destroyed
Xbox. I don't see how anybody could say that Xbox won that. I think it was probably because there were more there was a lot more action going on, I guess, during the Xbox one.
There was 2 images to me that just blew it away. One of them was when the Scarecrow appeared on the screen and addressed the crowd.
Yeah.
And
great.
And cut a fucking promo about the game, and the lights dropped, and the feel of that was fucking amazing. And then it was that image of Snake covered in blood,
yeah,
with an urn in his hand, taking ashes out of an urn and just smearing them on his face.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in that story, but to see your hero covered from head to toe in blood with an urn, smearing ashes of a dead person on his face. It's just that, right? That is some fucking Japanese shit right there.
Yeah, it's very bold imagery.
That is just, that's, yeah. But those 2 images for me, it's just are you kidding me?
Yeah, I
it's like they had
right
nothing anywhere near that,
Yeah, I totally thought Xbox was good until I saw that.
Yeah. That was just,
I think the reason people didn't like the PlayStation one is because it was a little bit slower, and there were a lot of really shitty independent games that they covered, like that Two Souls game. They spent a lot of time on that.
That was weird,
and it just kind of slowed the whole thing down. But
that was really weird because the way the guy was pitching it was just it was like he was reciting a sonnet.
Yeah.
With his pitch, and it was so dull, and he's just 2 souls that are, how did he fucking word that? He says two souls that are interlocked.
They're trying to find each other, and, I don't know.
It's just so gay. I get it, but God, it's queer.
Yeah.
For a video game you're trying to sell to grown men, just
it's not only queer, it's just, it was dumb. There's no way. I look at that and I'm like, no, there's no way I'm gonna have fun playing that.
Yeah, it's terrible, and
it's it looked like that level from Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Tails, where you're
running forward. Yeah,
yeah, running forward and going on that weird half pipe collecting.
Yeah, instead of a side scroller, it was like a forward scroll.
You're on rails the whole time, and
terrible.
It just looked like that to me, and I was like, no. I'm okay.
Yeah. The Sony one was just... That was out of sight.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get me excited.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
you show me Solid Snake covered in blood, smearing ashes from an urn on his face. I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm so ready.
And you were already pumped because of the Batmobile thing was before that.
Yeah. Well, that is just like they were really like testing patience with that, because when the first Arkham game came out, it was like, oh my god, they're redoing Batman. Like we're finally gonna get a fucking Batman game that doesn't suck, because it wasn't a Batman game since Sega.
Yeah.
That was like, or maybe one after that on PlayStation, but they sucked. They were just never fucking good games, and it was like, man, we're finally going to get a good Batman game with, like, all the voice actors from the animated series are going to be here fucking doing all the, like, they're all bringing, like, how fucking epic is it that Mark Hamill got to return as the Joker? You know what I mean? It was a big deal when that shit was coming out. And that was what everybody said. Do you, like, people were, you know, they're like, Mark Hamill's going to be in it, and this guy, and, you know, and everybody was just like, shut up. Can you drive the Batmobile? And they were like, well, no. Batman gets locked in the prison, and his whole goal is to catch the Joker and break out, so there's no reason. Like, we didn't do that. And then Arkham City came out, and you're like...
I haven't played Arkham City.
Oh, it's brilliant, dude.
Okay.
It's Arkham Asylum turned up, dude.
Yeah.
Turned way up. More bosses, more voice actors. And
That's good, because I thought Arkham Asylum, the first one, I didn't think it was long enough.
it's not. Especially, dude, none of those games are long enough once you figure out how to get from point A to point B. Like, a lot of it's figuring shit out, you know, and puzzles.
And, like, the new one that they're coming out with, like, it looks huge.
Yeah.
It looks so big.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
We're totally forgetting about Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
That looks so good.
That is going to be nice, too.
And, like, you said that you didn't like the one that just, like, came out, the Mortal Kombat 9.
Well, it just, it was too difficult for me. Like, I'm not going to sit and play a video game that much to get that. I'm not going to get that good at something that useless.
I don't know, man. Like,
you know? Like,
I didn't play it for very long, and I fucking kill at that game, you know?
I suck at that. Dude, that one I blow at real bad.
It's a shame, dude.
Yeah. It's,
You're gonna have to get the new one, though, because we gotta rock that. Those new characters look so cool.
Yeah, they do. They look fun.
There's like a little girl like on top of a giant, and that's a character.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
2 in 1, yeah. It looks neat, man. It looks really neat.
And there's like and it was fighting like this insect-based one.
Mm-hmm.
She looked really cool.
It's, and they needed to do that. The last game was come out with a new character or two, and they didn't. You know, it was just like a revamp.
Yeah.
Or not a revamp. What am I looking for there? Reboot.
Yeah.
So I mean, like there wasn't anything new with that one.
I think there were a couple new ones in the DLC, but it might have been just like old ones from games that I'm not familiar with.
And I feel like it was somebody from other games, wasn't it? Like the dude from
God of War.
Yeah, he was in
He
it.
was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was someone else. I can't remember who it was, though.
Wasn't Freddy Krueger
Yes.
fucking in it?
Yeah, Freddy Krueger was in it.
What is up with that?
That was pretty cool, I thought.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a pretty cool character.
Huh. Yeah, that was weird.
I think they animated him well. And, you know, I just think they did a good job with him.
It was just a weird choice.
Yeah. But, like, I don't have Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And I don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't get any of the DLC. I just had to, like, watch my other friends.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, from what I saw, it looked pretty cool.
Dude, the new UFC looks great. I was watching the gameplay videos of that. That looks fucking great.
My brother said there's a gameplay video out for the new Metal Gear.
Really?
So you might want to check that out.
Yeah, we're probably going to check that out as soon as we wrap up here.
But yeah. What were you saying about the new UFC?
It just looks really, really good, man.
Oh,
Bruce Lee's in it.
Oh.
Yeah, they put Bruce Lee in there.
That's pretty cool.
It is what it is. I see why they would do that, you know. It's really appealing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cooler than it looks.
Pete Holmes and Bill Burr, like, I haven't listened to the entire podcast. Remember when I was telling you about it earlier? They talk about Bruce Lee.
Really?
About how he used to, like, go out in public and act like a homo to start shit with people. And you just whoop their ass.
No shit.
Yeah, that's something that they talk about. I didn't finish the conversation they were having. I haven't listened to it yet, but yeah, they talk about that. It's pretty funny.
There's a forget which movie it is, but Jackie Chan is one of the extras. Have you ever heard this story? When Bruce Lee accidentally knocked out Jackie Chan?
No, I don't think I've heard that.
Well, he didn't really knock him out, but Jackie Chan sold it because he's wrestling, right? And he sold it. But what happened was they had this stunt. Bruce Lee had this staff, which is like a really long stick, and he was in a pose, and one guy came from the left, one guy came from the right, one guy came from the left. The third guy that came from the left is Jackie Chan. Mm-hmm. And Bruce Lee, he does like fake hit, and Jackie Chan was just young and ready for his scene with Bruce Lee.
Yeah. And
he ran in way too quick and got way too close. And Bruce Lee catches him in the left side of his jaw. Like, fucking, it's such a hard hit. It's fucking, like, you hear it, dude, it's such a hard hit, and it's real.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan, like, fucking stumbles. Like, he's out on his feet, and then he falls, you know? Because he's such a trooper that he kept standing, but fucking biology just comes into play, and he just dropped, you know?
But I think at that point, like, you're so stunned, like, you can't, like...
You can't even get knocked out yet.
You can't even fall.
Yeah.
At that point. Like, you're just like, oh my god, what happened?
Yeah. It was...
and then you realize where you are, and then you fall.
Yeah, it's such a hard hit. And Bruce Lee knew he hit him. And you could see it in Bruce Lee's face. Like, he's a great actor, and he's in the zone. But you can just tell that he's like, God damn it, like, in his face. Because he's like... He had so much pride on not hurting people in those kinds of situations that... He just felt terrible, and you could just see it. And the scene goes on for about 10, 15 seconds longer. He knocks out a few more people, and they yell, cut. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they yell, cut, Bruce Lee threw down his sticks, and he runs to Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan tells the story. Bruce Lee held him like a baby.
Yeah.
Like, came over and was on his knees next to Jackie, like, holding him by the back of his neck and, like, looking into his eyes, like, I'm so sorry, are you okay?
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan goes, and I was okay, but I just wanted Bruce Lee to hold me for as long as possible. And Jackie does this impression of himself, like holding his face, going, oh, like that, you know, like. And he just tells the story real good, and he's just got big fucking smiles when he tells it. Like, he really loves telling that story. Cause,
yeah, it's a cool story, dude.
Yeah, he just milked it, though, he said, and just laid there and acted so hurt so Bruce Lee would, like, give him all the attention in the world.
Yeah.
And it was, and he said for the rest of the time making that movie, Bruce Lee would, like, stop what he was doing and have a little conversation with Jackie Chan, like, have a little chat with him.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because I love Jackie Chan. I think
that guy is impossible to hate.
Yeah. Like, how can you hate Jackie Chan?
I've never met anyone that said, I fucking hate that guy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's just really polite, and he's really funny, and he's always smiling. He's always happy.
Yeah. Even when he busts his shit, like, he's laughing and, like, smiling. And
yeah, I've never seen him mad, you know?
Like you remember the outtakes from Rumble in the Bronx? Like, when he breaks his fucking leg, like, he's smiling, giving a thumbs up, and...
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
He's the man, dude.
He's so positive.
He really is, yeah.
I think we should end it there. Just on that positive note of Jackie Chan being cool.
Jackie Chan's real positive, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, play us out.
Bye.